Where am I going? I need to go down south. Right. Go sort this out. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I should have a look at that train thing that someone mentioned. Hang on. Hi! I think the chat has just gone live, or at least it's moving quickly now. Good morning. Good morning and welcome, folks. I hope you're having a nice, smooth Monday, wherever you are. Bear with me just a... Oh, hang on. Do I have some... No, just the one. Hang on. Right, so iron ore coming in okay, although it's not super efficient. There we go. So that's 3, 4... So there's room for what? 5? Maybe 6 trains. That's good. Good. Okay, so we pull in the iron ore as best we can. Get it processed as quickly as we can. Need to use both sides of the belt, to be honest. Why haven't I done that? Looking at my design now. Could definitely take advantage. I'd have to revise the design a little bit, wouldn't I? Yeah, I'd have to have... Actually, yeah, hang on, this side can just use that side, can't it? Yeah. Just... Oh, no, wait, then where am I going to put the power? Okay, I'll have to swap out the... lights for, medium electricity poles. That shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, hi. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are currently in the world. So, just a quick update then. So, yes, today... So, the weekend was nice. The weekend was fun. I went to go and see the family, my various... my mum and my aunts and cousins and that sort of thing. I went to go see them on Sunday. Lulu got lots of attention and lots of cuddles. Where is she? She's there, just flopped on the sofa. We're back from her walkies. So the weekend was good. Also in the evening, hi there, Social. Good morning, Social. So in the evening, we played a bit of TF2, and it was fun. Enjoyed that, most certainly. So yeah, the weekend was nice. Thank you, Sleep Chaser. Thank you very much, Sleep Chaser. So, as for right now then, so the Monday begins, and this week, I'm working on some pre-production work for the next bullshittery episode. Now, I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, because I don't truly know if this bullshittery is a go. What I'm doing right now is I'm quite simply taking the live streams, which exist in raw form, just, as an MP4 file saved at the end of each stream, and I'm just taking their notes and chopping up the pieces that I need, placing them in an Adobe Premiere master project file. So basically, I'm cutting out the pieces that I need and storing them in a place that I can retrieve them easily when I choose to make a bullshittery episode. So I did that on Thursday and Friday, and I'm going to be continuing that process probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's quite a lot of streams. The notes are very good, but there is a lot of streams. So, I'm going through as best I can, and we'll be continuing that work in a couple of hours. So, I'm just going to do a quick bit of Factorio, and then I'm going to crack on with the pre-production work. Yes, indeed, Lord Rawn. I need to do an update to the patrons and to the people... Wait, people on... Sorry, what do you call people who are on Discord? People who are on Discord. So subscribers. I need to give an update to the subscribers on Discord. So, So if you are a Twitch subscriber, please know that I can't send the emails out anymore. So there's a Discord group below. So if you're a Twitch subscriber, the only purpose of that Discord group, the only reason it exists is to provide updates to the Twitch subscribers. So, I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll tell you what the project is shortly. But for now, please know that it's a project that was also listed on that poll that I sent out for the last bullshittery. So Divinity got selected. I've now subsequently picked something further down the list. So, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Knight, and Deja Blue, Concordi, Dre's Bluus, Pezbone, Sleep Chaser, B Jinx, and the Mr. Mayo. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Yes, go study, mooing. Or take a break and then go study. Do focus on your studying. Okay. One moment. So looking at this, I realised that I could probably improve this. So you're looking at my ore forge right now, my iron ore forge. We're only using one side of the belt, and we can certainly get away with using both. So, if I actually squish this in here... What's the best way to do this, I suppose? Hang on. So let me just get rid of this. Okay. So just telling the drones to pull out the substations there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shimmy the whole array closer. So like so. And then quite literally just going to do this. And then it should share that inner one here. Right. Oh, happy birthday, Deja. Happy birthday indeed. Okay. Thank you, Breezel Bub. Thank you very much, Breezel. Thank you for doing that, Breezel. Okay, what if I subsequently also remove this section here? So remove these substations as well. So the drones are just doing their thing, just replacing everything that needs to be replaced. And then what I'll do is I'll delete all of this. Hang on a second. So take all of this out and put them all in storage. There we go. Okay. Oh, the drone's using my spider bot as storage. That's somewhat annoying. Okay, it's fine. Right, so instead of the light, so I'm going to get rid of the light, and instead we're going to have a medium electrical pole instead. So place down the plans there. And then we'll copy this up the array instead. And that way we don't need the large substation. Okay, there we go. And we should just be able to paste it all the way down. Okay. And that means we can squish them in super tight. Doesn't power the beacon. Oh! Does it not? What's the range on that? Ah, you're dead correct. That's frustrating. The beacon remains unpowered. Do I require the substations as well? I could always just remove like one of them in the middle. The efficiency will take a slight hit. Hang on. Where are my substations? So here's the substation. Now that would defeat the whole... No, they don't even do it anyway. Okay, not a problem. So what we'll do is we'll... just take all this out again. The drones are annoyed that I'm messing up all their work. Thank you, Sarah Sunshine. Hi there, Sarah. And thank you, Schmittis and Plock. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Anyway, how's everyone doing this morning? You all okay? Right. 1 minute. Let's also just sever that just in case. Oh, really, Murtfish? Your birthday as well? Happy birthday. Oh, hey, Sweet Pea. Hi, darling. No. Blue Jakes is good. Nervatalk says it's a Monday. Indeed. Headless Thompson Gunner. Thank you, Headless. Sorry, I was reading your message there. Okay. Sorry to hear it, Deja. All the best to your family. Hope they recover very quickly. The Slender has a hangover. Same to you. Also hope you recover quickly. Right. The Kazakh says, I'm feeling accomplished after completing leather jacket repairs afterwards, saving £300 by fixing the jacket himself instead of buying a new one. Ooh, well, nice one. Well done indeed. Cool. Right. Hang on a second. So, electrical substation. What's the range on that? So, if we pop one there, what's the maximum range? So, I'm going to replace this one, and instead I'm going to place down an electrical substation there. So it should just lick that. Hang on. There we go. We'll place these here just because. Okay, so, and then subsequently copy this up here. Did I get all of it? So what's the max? Oopsie, I fucked up. I did fuck up. Undo that. I didn't copy the grapplers there. There we go. Done it again. No, I didn't. It's fine. Is it 3 apiece? Yeah, so it should just catch that one there. Okay, and then we just copy that array down. Technically, we don't need the... Oh, no, we still need... It's fine. Right. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it, Drongo. That sucks. I'm very... my sympathy... what's the word? My commiserate... my sympathies for you, sir. Or ma'am. That sucks. Really, really sorry to hear it. Hang on a minute. Hi, sweetie. Hello, darling. dear. They're such a huge part of our lives, aren't they? Yeah, all the best to you, Dingo. I hope you're okay. My condolences. You right, sweetie? Yeah, this morning she was running up and down in the local park looking for the tree rodents that wind her up so much. She's more or less declared war on them. Whenever we get to the certain area where she knows that they are, she goes bananas, running from tree to tree. Hmm? Yes, you do. You don't like them. Yeah. Well, you know, messy. It's just yeah. It's a sad but inevitable part of it, isn't it? It's the other side of the coin of loving something so much you'll inevitably have to deal with the loss. But all we can do is make sure that their relatively short lives are full of treats, full of cheese, full of play, and full of love. Yes, and it will be. Yes, because you got. Oh, so today you're going off to see your dog sitter. Yes. Because the dog sitter got sick and couldn't have Lulu for a while, so Lulu hasn't seen the dog sitter for quite some time. Yes, you're going to see the dog sitter. She loves the dog sitter. She doesn't know yet. No. Anyway, thank you Wheelie Dan and Cruiser and Relative Rabe. Thank you all three of you. Thank you. What's that? Sorry, you nearly lost one of your kittens last week, got hit by a car, the driver just ran away. He's alive but recovering. Well, yeah, good to hear he's alive, more so. All the best. I'm sorry to hear about, sorry to hear about those injuries. More so. All the best to your cat. Or kitten, rather. I hope they make a very swift recovery. That's a bit of a downer stream this morning, isn't it? But yeah. But they are a huge, yeah, they're a huge life upgrade, aren't they? Our pets. Yes, talking about you. Thank you, Demp and Svixto and Hopping Skipper. Right, anyway, sorry, for the people just passing through, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to, in Factorio, get this iron ore station. So this is a place just south of the main factory floor. I'm trying to get it to take in iron ore, process it into iron plates, and then load it into trains which are going to go to the main factory floor. I used to do this all at the factory itself, but I'm going to have this section, which was dedicated entirely to iron plate production, converted entirely to steel production. So moving all of my furnaces away from the factory floor to give me a lot more space. The trains will bring in the raw resources. Have the trains backed up? Oh no wait, the trains have not backed up, it's just we don't have any iron plates because of this overhaul. So the whole factory has ground to a screeching halt. Right. So, 1 second. Let's just go down the list and make sure all of the beacons are indeed powered. Seems to be okay. Right, so we'll copy the whole array up one more time. There we go. We might not have the furnaces for it. Oh no, we don't even have the space for it. Okay, we'll just have to deal. Oh, I could always just make more space. That's fine. Thank you, Zrupa. Thank you for doing that, Zrupa. Thank you. Thank you sincerely. Right, let me just get rid of this Roboport, move it out of the way. Now, if I copy this section here, I should just be able to... 1 second. Which bits do I want to copy? I want to copy all of this, don't I? Let's copy all of this, and then I think... We'll copy the beacons as well. We should just be able to put this here, right? Thank you, Gravy Beaver. Thank you very much, Gravy. Thank you for doing that, Gravy. There we go. Right. So, what sort of inputs? So, there are 2 inputs here for iron ore. Okay. So, leave that there. So, here's 1 input. So, we'll split it. Yeah. We'll split it across, and then there's the 2 inputs there and there. Okay. So, let me just do this so I remember. There we go. No, not that. It needs to be here. There we go. Cool. So, that's our input. So, we just thread it straight in, and then it's ready to go the moment I do it. Okay. So that should be good, as far as I know. Let me just get back into the Robo Spider. Uh-oh. Did I fail to copy the... Of course, because it never extended all the way. That's fine. We'll fix that now. Is Lulu my first dog ever? No, we had a... Well, technically, yes. She's my first personal dog, Messi. But we did have a family golden retriever that we lost, unfortunately, many, many years ago. But she's the first dog that I've got personal responsibility for. Oops, she's gone. Where's she gone? Oh, she's moved her butt up to the sofa, on top of the sofa, where there is a radiator behind it. I show you, but she's got the curtain open. Okay, I can't hold it, I'm afraid. Just switch it off for now. She's sitting atop the radiator, warming her bum. Being very cozy. There we go. Should be good. Just missing the inputs there and there. Hang on, have I got this right? That doesn't look right. The output should be here. Is that misaligned? Why is that doing that? Hang on, the input is on the other side. Thank you, Rec. Thank you very much, Rec. I've misaligned it somehow. Where's the misalignment? 1 second. So output's good, output's good. Output's good here. Yeah, that's good. Here. I fucked up here. There's the misalignment. Okay. Cool. We'll just do it. We'll just do it furnace by furnace. Just do this. Hang on. There we go. And then that should be good, I think. We'll test it in a minute. What are the hotkeys for blueprints? B to open up a blueprint, and then down here, what is it? So Alt B to select a new one if you wish to copy, as in make a true blueprint. Okay. Messi says what chasing the lions said with cogs reminded you. I ought to try the Minecraft mod pack with the create mod sometime. I'm not sure what that is, Messi. Sorry, not sure what that is. What is? Okay, let me just hook it up and see what happens. Just make sure it's all good. So here we go. So ore is being threaded down through the underground belts. Furnaces are coming to life. Why is this one not coming to life? There we go. It is. It just hasn't got enough yet. Hi there, zombie in Mexico. I hope you're very well. Same with Mexico. I hope Mexico is very well. Okay. So why... Oh, of course, because not all of the inserters are there. We'll need to retrieve some more. Let me just retrieve my really good train. 1 second. So new sub-factory is currently sitting in its siding. I'm going to give it an order to come straight to me and then return to its siding momentarily. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you very much, Mikey. Hello. Could I take... Oh, did I never actually load up this train with... no, I failed to load up... Okay. Return back to your private siding. I've got to restore the track each time because my other trains keep having a habit of trying to get there. Okay. Alright, I'll just have to make them myself. Or get some from the security train. Wait, isn't the security train bringing more of these? Maybe I've overloaded the thing. It'll get there momentarily, right? Yeah, there we go. It's off. Are we not bringing in... Oh no, we're not bringing in green grapplers. Ooh. How weird. Just have to make them myself. Ah, dear. Messi says, create as a mod where you can build your own machines to automate just about everything within Minecraft, from harvesting farms to making items to milking cows. Interesting. Alas, if you'll forgive me for being stubborn, I don't really enjoy Minecraft that way, personally. I know the other guys do. They keep trying to turn it into Factorio. But for me, it's a Lego game. I like having the blocks as individual, separate pieces of Lego, and I like making creative things out of Lego. Yeah, which is one of the reasons why I'm so loath to start again repeatedly and lose everything you've built. It's like, I like spending ages building something really impressive and then standing back and going, yeah. Right. 1 second, I'm just building some yeah, building some proper green inserters. Also, my train has returned to its siding, so I'm just going to sever the rail. Like, not wishing to, put words in his mouth, but I remember having a conversation with Moogle a few years ago, and it was interesting because we were getting stuck because we were using similar words, but they meant different things. So we were both playing Minecraft, and he was underground in this bunker working on machines and buildcraft and techcraft and all this fancy stuff, and he was showing me it, and I was looking at it, and I was up on the surface making like a wizard tower or something. And I remember talking to him saying, like, so what are you building? And he was showing me going, well, this machine makes this into this, and this machine turns this resource into this. I was like, okay, but what are you building? And we were getting stuck because in my mind, it's Lego, It's like, I'm going to build Notre Dame, a one-to-one scale. Where in his mind, it's Factorio, and each thing is building the next thing down a puzzle chain, which are two very different types of games. So we were effectively in the same mod playing two very distinctly different games that are both Minecraft. So yes, he built like a huge, but he built like a factory. He built like the resources are being transferred into more resources, and then those into different resources, and it's this great big complicated and interesting logistics chain. Okay, right, 1 minute. Sorry, just getting some my own personal fabricators made. No, I've got like a huge stack of these. The drones have already given me a huge stack. Okay. Well, with the number of mods, Energetic, Minecraft can be pretty much whatever you want it to be. But yeah, so I just thought it was interesting. We were playing from two completely different types of Minecraft player in the same server. Thank you, Peckfish. Thank you very much, Peckfish. Sorry, Peckfisho. Oh, Peckfisho. So just placing down these. Indeed, Sky Ace. No, sorry, if anything, Sky Ace. That's a good. What you just said there. So that's a good sum up of what I meant. So I play Minecraft, and yes, it basically goes down that route 90% of the time. You barely focus on building and just clear out a large area and then go down the tech tree. So what this meant is that, their base was like an underground bunker with lots of quarries, but the surface was relatively bare, just a small house with like a kitchen to feed them. Whereas you go over on like my side, it was like a wizard's tower and a village and, like fucking a train station and an airship. None of it does anything, it just exists to look at. Right. So hang on a second. So I'm just looking at this to make sure it works. I'll need to make more beacons. Exactly, a Kiwi. It is whatever you want to make of it. It's cool that way. Right, let's just get rid of this. Give me some room. So that's still only one output. Cool. One input, one output. Sorry, two inputs. Two inputs, one output. So I should just be able to copy that whole array. Hang on. Will this fuck up that? So the beacons are there. Get rid of this for a second. This is already good, isn't it? Well, no. It doesn't have the medium... Yeah, hang on. Let me just pull this out. So... Which bit do I pull out? I should just... No, pull out all of it. There we go. There. And then we copy this. From here, I think? Yeah. Oh. Hold on, it doesn't go the whole way. Let me just make it go the whole way, and then I'll pull it all out. Click and then undo. Shit. No, don't. Damn. Stop it. Right. This doesn't go the whole way. Let me just remedy this. So for the people just joining the stream, I won't be playing Factorio for too long. I've got lots of pre-production work to do today on the next bullshittery. This is just a fancy way of saying... Oh, hello. Careful. No. Ore's going to go down there if I'm not careful. Oh, same with there. I was almost... Oh, no. I could have... Uh-oh. I could have already polluted the factory's main bus. Uh-oh. Did any ore make it down? possible. I'm going to have to analyze the factory later. Or rather, was it turned into steel? It might have been. Okay. So, yes, quick fix. Let's just lift this up. Move it away. Move it up here. So yes, I won't be on for too long. I'm just going to do a bit of Factorio. Do a bit of Factorio, and then I'm going to get on with the pre-production work, which is just a fancy way of saying go through the live streams and find the funnies. That's it, really. There we go. But yeah, having fun. It's all good. Thank you, Sondikes. Hi there, Sondikes. Thank you for doing that, Sondikes. The game looks insanely convoluted. Don't worry, Factorio is relatively simple once you understand what each individual piece does. The game from the beginning will start teaching you what each factory actually does, what each conveyor belt does, and then eventually you can look at it and be like, ah, I know what this is. It does, however, get complicated when you fuck up, and you're like, why is my machine doing that? Okay, so hang on. So that all looks correct. So now, goes all the way... Sorry, let me just verify the outputs here. Sorry, can I just have a quick drink? 1 minute. Right, sorry. Just hydrating there. Okay, inputs are good. Good. So I can just copy this whole thing. In fact, I could probably just get away with copying both sides, couldn't I? No, just do it one at a time. Do it proper. So from here, we're going to copy the whole thing. That's not the whole thing. You missed a bit. Did I? Just hang on. There we go. No! Piss! I cut. There we go. I'm done. Is that lined up? I think so. Yeah, it's lined up. Paste. Okay, and then get rid of these substations, which are in the way. Lulu, why are you growling, honey bunny? Have you seen a dog out there that you don't like? I can hear you, you little bitch. She's grumbling at the window. Okay. It's good so far. So let's get this second one hooked up then. Move the whole assembly down a little bit. Take that ore into my inventory. Move that down. So this ore input is going to go here. Okay, so move that there. Hang on, do it there. Cool. Cool, and then this one will go like this. Okay. So two ore inputs for one metal plate output. Lovely. Ooh. And it should fill this entire... So double stack both belts there. Lovely. So both sides of the belt. And then here it gets balanced. So it goes here and the inputs and the outputs are properly balanced with each other. Let's shimmy the whole thing along a little bit because we can. Right. Is there going to be another episode of Divinity? Yes, indeed, Gaza. So I'd like to continue. I'd like to make a whole big playthrough. So, yes, if anything, I can only... sorry, I feel the need to apologise. It's going to feel a bit piecemeal as the series progresses. But hopefully when it's done, and like the whole thing, we get to the end game, I'm hoping it's be an interesting full-on series. It gets fun when we get to the end game, that's for sure. When we've all figured out what our roles are. One of the fun things I'm going... So, you know, in the first episode of Divinity, I managed to get in touch with the voice actress that plays Malady in the actual Divinity game. And I think she's also the narrator for Baldur's Gate 3, if that's correct. So I managed to get in touch, and so she does. I thought she'd have an agency. She didn't. She was just like a one-to-one. So I got in touch, and we negotiated for a commission. So I paid her commission to use the voice. And what I'm going to do, if she's willing, of course, to keep doing it throughout the series, is have her narrate it as if it's the game. But she's going to she's going to do that trope where she gets continually annoyed with the party. Basically, the narrator is hostile. You know that trope. Because as the playthrough continues, we do ever more stupid shit. Like, Quebec will steal something, and then that merchant will get arsey, and then someone throws hands, not going to say who it is, someone decides to get feisty, and then before you know it, there's blood everywhere. And this happened again and again and again throughout the entire playthrough. We murdered so many people. And so I'm just going to have Malady as the narrator, sort of get ever more flustered. Like, are we sure these are the heroes? That sort of thing, Because we're just killing so many people who just were minding their own business until we turned up. By the end of the series, she's probably going to be raving. She's just going to be so frustrated at how shit these heroes are. That's the plan, anyway. That's what's in my head. It's just a question of, can I make it work? As an editor, can I make it work? Whoops. Right. 1 second. Just going to paste this all the way down. Right. It should be good now. I should just be free to paste all this in carefully. So that's the output there. Yeah. Thank you, Jetstream. Bear with me. It's proof will be in the pudding. We'll see what I can do. Hopefully I can make it decent. I hope. Yes, the ending of the second playthrough is way funnier. Well, the first ending is still very funny, but the second ending, So basically, I've never... So, you know how the ZF clan fuck shit up? Like, it's part of the gag? Like, we're so bad at what we do, we just fuck shit up? I've never seen us fuck something up as badly as the ending of Divinity 2. Like, we absolutely shagged the game. Like, not even like Arma 3, we've made it crash by breaking, by fucking with the server too much. Like, we So, but we basically ended the world. And that wasn't even an option. So in some games, it's like, you must save the world. If you don't, it ends. This wasn't an option. If we died in Chapter 1, the world would have been fine. We managed to make it so that the entire world ended, and that wasn't even on the table. So that's an astonishing level of fuck-up that we managed. And we basically managed it through infighting. But yes, if the whole party in the second playthrough of Divinity, not the first one, died at the start of Chapter 1, the world would have been materially better for it. Like, the bad guys would have won, and when the bad guys' plan is the lesser of the two evils, Oh dear. It's funny, though. It's very funny. Right, just getting some resources back. Okay, so I'm trying to make a super efficient metal forge down here, which is going to very rapidly produce lots of metal, anything dropped off to it. Hell, I can even copy this design for copper and steel and, put it here and here if I wished. We've done a pretty good job of clearing the bugs out. We've got artillery pieces all over. So that helps. Okay. I also should try and get the rocket ship manufactured so we can launch one. Alright. So how are we doing? Just keep inputting. So here's the third input here. Da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. I'm in a very good mood. I had lots of fun last night playing TF2 with my friends. I saw the family. Everybody's okay. How am I managing power with a factory this big? We've got 4 nuclear reactors which are generating enough heat to make enough steam, boiling water, to power 72 steam turbines. They're not even working at full production because we're supported by 742 solar energy panels. So, yes, 72 steam turbines and 742 solar panels. Okay. Just going to make sure everything's plugged in. Yeah. Cool. And then the final input. Shimmy it this way. And then just put a bit more terrain down here. Just paint that in. Thank you, Elenti. Thank you very much, Elenti. Thank you for doing that. Indeed, thank you, Elenti. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you, all of you, for your generosity. So I keep mentioning it on streams. Yes, so last Thursday at 10 o'clock, the YouTube channel, passed the 4 million subscriber mark. So thank you, all of you, sincerely. Holy fucking shit. You guys are very kind. Yeah. So it was at 10 o'clock. We reached 4,131 subscribers on YouTube. So yeah, thank you, folks. Again, as I keep mentioning, I was ecstatic. I was super happy when I had 10,000 subscribers and I was insufferable at the dinner table at Christmas. So imagine now. Oh, shit. Surprised my family haven't murdered me. But yeah, thank you, all of you. 1 second. Thank you, Bobson. And 1N Nick. Thank you, 1N. Okay. Let's go there. Roboports. Good shout. We don't have enough, do we? So... 1 second. Let me just put this here. Yeah, add beacons on this side as well. Whoopsie. I've done it wrong. Have I done it wrong? That's fine. Copy this. And then place that there. And that should be it. So 4 inputs, 4 inputs breaking into 8 inputs for iron ore, and then 4 on the other side, which are iron plates. Thank you, Hard Trox and Bizarre Android. Thank you, both of you. Okay. Okay, whoopsie. Okay. So Roboport. So we're looking at the green area. No, it can cover everything. We're okay. But, you know, just in case, we'll squeeze one in there. And just for the sake of potential power outages, let's put a couple of pylons here and here. And just have them connect separately, just in case, you know. Cool. Okay, so everything should now be hooked up. We just need to, make sure that... So what does it require? Oh, Jesus. 389 of those Tier 3 productivity modules. Bloody hell. That's going to keep them busy for quite some time. I should certainly add them to the security train, shouldn't I? So that they can get topped up as they go. Right. Doesn't have thousands of conveyor belts all filled with items. Tank my RAM. It's massively wasteful on resources. It's Factorio. Wasteful? What does that mean? What does that mean? I know not what this word means. Alright. Do I have emissions? Ah, smell the particulates. A little bit, yes. But this is the smell of progress. And ozone. But mostly progress. Okay. Don't worry. If we fuck up this planet, we'll just move to another one and fuck that one up. The natives can't move, you know, obviously. They haven't invented rockets. But that's their problem, not mine. Alright. Whoopsie. Fucked that up. There we go. So iron plates are now flooding in. Obviously, the facility is not finished. But soon, I hope... Wait, that's not properly balanced. Oh, no, it is. What am I doing? Cool. Need to go get more. 1 minute. Let's also go and... 1 second. Let's cross over here. Where's my security train? Let's just head over to the station. Switch off pollution. Just scurry over to the station. And I'm just going to add productivity modules to the security train. Welcome to my factory. So yes, it may look super complicated, but it really is quite simple. Each individual building has an input and an output, and once you actually can identify what they are, then, you know, it all makes sense. You shouldn't be going there. That's the artillery train's route, you bugger. Right, 1 second. Although the artillery train did get kind of maybe possibly eaten. Should get another one actually, now that we're here. What would it take? Engines. Drones, please bring me an additional 150 engines. Well, 100 engines. Okay, so this is the security train. We do have space here, so I'm just going to add... Please grab some speed modules and also productivity modules, both tier 3, in this carriage here. And then this train, are you going to the right place anyway? Outpost... Yes, you are. Good. I got lucky. Security outpost B. Very good. And then I'm just going to place a requester chest here. Nope. Do a new requester chest. So this chest will... It's got an interface for drones, so they can land inside the chest. So I'm just going to place a group inserter. Oops, there's a rail signal there that I couldn't see. Why is there a rail signal there? 1 second. Oh, thank you, Aporu69. Or Aporu. Thank you, Aporu. Thank you for your generosity, Aporu. Thank you. 1 second. Reduce, so instead of a stack of 10, move a stack of 1. And please bring a stack of 20 of these advanced production modules, and then 20 of those speed modules. Right, what else does it need? It's going to need a lot more of those. Hang on. Please bring me 200 of the stack inserters. Please bring me 200 of the underground conveyors. We don't have mass-produced beacons. I'm going to have to make those myself, frustratingly. Maybe I should do that now, actually. We should get them mass-produced. Alright. Let's do that now. I clicked the wrong chest? Did I? Am I stupid? Oh, yes. Good shout. Thank you very much. Oops. Okay, why is that signal there? Sorry, can I get you to move on? I need that signal. Cool, thank you. Good spot. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tilga. Thank you very much, Tilga. Right, 1 second. Just going to crawl down here. Thank you, sorry, Tilga and Aporu again, and STX FPS and Bizarre Android. Thank you, folks. You're very generous. Thank you for your generosity. So, according to this, beacons require steel plates, copper cables, both flavors, so green and red circuitry. Okay, so let's crawl down the end. Where's some room for this? There's a bit of room here. What's here? Oh, that's the old... No, I don't know what this is. There was something here. Okay, that's free real estate. Let's go over here. So, you want copper cables. There's copper, there's steel, red circuits and green circuits, so it doesn't necessarily matter which side we go with. Let's go on the north side. So, from this main bus, I'm just going to do this. Tell the drones to cut all this out. And I'm going to then get what I require. So this is just how I've chosen to do it. You can do it any way you wish. You don't even have to have a main bus if you really don't want to. Sorry, also, why is there no iron... Oh, there are. There are iron plates, it's just that we're not getting enough of them into the factory. That's what I'm trying to remedy right now. Okay, so, what was it again, sorry? It was a steel, copper, and both flavors of circuit. So, 1 moment. So, steel is here. So, we're going to place that splitter there. Copper is here. Actually, we'll do it the other way. So red circuits first. Red, green, blast. 1 second. Okay. Get rid of that. We're going to require a bit more room. Push that all back, and then copper will be here. And then what I choose to do, again, this isn't the absolute, you don't have to do this. Oh, thank you whoever did, sorry, that was a host, wasn't it? I need to fix that host notification. Thank you to Focus. Thank you for doing that to Focus. Sorry, I got stuck. And welcome to Focus's viewers. Bear with me just one moment if you please. So I'm just branching off these lines from the main bus. There we go. Well, sorry, anyway, so for to Focus's viewers' benefit, so what I'm doing right now in Factorio is I'm trying to take the main central resources, so in the center of the factory, this huge artery that stretches all the way through the middle, and I'm just trying to cut off a little slice of what I need to go to a well, it's not really a sub-factory, but just a series of assemblers over here to manufacture a specific piece of equipment. You don't have to do it this way, but I've just chosen to make a big long line of everything I need here. Well, this is a common way of doing it. A main bus setup. So you've got everything that you need in the middle of the factory, and you just break off exactly what you require and only what you require. So, the first thing we require would be copper. The second thing we require would be steel. Then green circuits. And then red circuits, like so. And then, so take this up here. Give myself a bit more room. More room than I think I need. It's better to have more room than not enough. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Do I have any nukes? Good question. No, we haven't finished researching them yet. In fact... What's up, Lulu? She's wiggling and growling at something she sees outside. Okay, let's just get it hooked up again. So... all of this can get hooked up freely. Nothing's in the way. Hook that back up. Right. Shimmy this all forward. Or can it stay there? Hang on. Wait, it's going to be in the way, isn't it? What's the maximum range on this? Oh no, I can make it. Yeah, just do that. So underground conveyor belts, which will just hang on. There we go. Circumvent the whole thing. Lovely. That can't... damn, that can't reach. That shouldn't be a problem. Just shimmy that pipe down a smidge. Okay. Right, 1 second. Yeah, that's all hooked up and fine and dandy. So, this is red... yeah, red circuits are coming in here. Sandstorm. Aggressive expansion and native population extermination. That's a very strong way of putting it, sir. It's not extermination. They get to live over there on pre-arranged lots. Reserves, if you will. They're fine. Look at them. They're happy. Look at them. Where are they? Well, sorry, no, I'll show you them, but I've exterminated... sorry. I've moved them on from the near areas that people live. Here they are, look. They're happy. See? They're frolicking. Look at how much they're frolicking. Any other groups frolicking? Hang on. Look, this group is frolicking gaily. These ones have decided to have a little nap. Extermination. Extermination. You're just an enemy of progress, that's what you are. Oh, yeah? Stone... No, that's not the stone bus. Or is it the stone bus? No, it is the stone bus. It's fine. Hang on. I accidentally hooked up the wrong thing. Oh, dear. Yes, well, you know, insofar as I keep saying, Factorio is a game where you build a factory, and it's effectively a jigsaw puzzle game made out of bread on a table surrounded by ants. That's really it. You're assembling a jigsaw puzzle as the natives are continually trying to eat it. But note, they are just responding to what you're doing. You know, the pollution that you generate, they're reacting to it. We're provoking them. We are in their territory, on their world. Yes, we're trying to escape, but to do that, we are basically fucking it up horrendously. You could probably ask questions insofar as how much can one person change the ecosystem, but or really affect things on this world, but tell that to all the millions of dead insects. You know, they've got just the right to be here, more right to be here than we do. And, yeah. It's quite fucked up. The game is quite dark. Right, hang on a second. Let me just thread that under there. Yeah, this might be... Sorry, that pipe is just complicating things a little bit. There we go. So that needs to go under there. Just got to get everything hooked up before I let go. The only good bug is a dead bug. Well, see, they are ugly to us, aren't they? They are something that is repulsive to us, but they're just another form of life, and they've got every right to be here. What's the term for it? Would it be an accurate term to say that they're the subaltern? Probably not. I think the term subaltern really applies to someone who is part of a civilization, but has subsequently been, their views have subsequently been absorbed and suppressed. Is that correct? As in, to be subaltern is to be without a voice in a society. They're not really that, are they? It's more like we've otherized them. They are not people, are they? Because they're disgusting. They're bugs with giant legs. You know, they're just wildlife. They're just resources to either be harvested or obstacles to be eliminated. They're not like us. Yeah, exactly. Pests. We framed it as pest control. Yeah. It's all very dark. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Let's get all this hooked up. Make sure. Oh, I imagine I've probably missed something. There's so many individual bits. Just to verify everything. So hang on. That's good. Good. Yep. Yep, that's good. That's not good. So it's not hooked up because this is in the way. Okay. That's fine. Looking good. So here comes our red circuits. Sweet. There we go. So all the resources now flood on through. Okay. So we're low on red circuits. Why? So if we go over here, we're low on red circuits because we're low on green circuits. We're low on green circuits because we're low on iron plates. That's what we're trying to remedy right now. So we want to bring in a shit ton of these, not just a little. I want to get vast quantities of resources down this pipe. Right. How long does it take to get... Yeah, so I don't want them waiting 60 seconds. I want them good to go, like, you know, immediately. Right. We could probably even put in 2 loading stations. Depends how quick... Yeah. Like 2 separate forges. Right. Sorry, bear with me. I've just lost the music. I'm just going to put on some different... here we go. Right, anyway, 1 second. Let's go up here. So, I wanted to manufacture these things. Where are they? So, beacons. Here we go. So, steel plates, copper cable, and then the 2 flavors of circuit. So, simple thing. I'm just going to go here and combine these 2 circuits onto the same. So, they'll take either side of the same conveyor belt. Just to simplify things. Okay. Now, steel will be another resource that they require raw. Copper cable is the next one. Okay, so we'll send off the copper here to a series of assemblers. Just make a bunch of them over here. So the only purpose will be to make copper cables. Then again, just put it here. Simple. Go up here. Okay. Please put down a group inserter. There we go. And intermediate products, copper cable requiring copper plates. Then unload them. copper plates, the copper cabling, unload them into a new assembler here, and tell that assembler, so assembly machine, to manufacture beacons. It's now requesting the 2 flavors of circuit, so tell them to come, whoopsie, this way, and the steel. Sorry, yeah, there we go. I did tell them to do it. There we go, and then finally, thank you, Bakari. Thank you very much, Bakari. Here we'll place down a passive provider chest and fill it full of beacons, the whole damn thing. Let's get as many as we can. Thank you, Hupu. Thank you very much, Hupu. Okay, place down an electrical substation and the whole array should spring to life. Nope, a bit more. There we go. Simple. So I'd put a whole row of these assemblers. Yeah, we don't necessarily need a, it'll be fine. We'll manufacture them individually. What are the beacons for? So when you place down a beacon, let me just demonstrate. I'll take the first one. So I don't often use beacons because I don't often get to the... You bastard. I don't often get to the end game that much with Factorio. But, hang on a second. A beacon... I'm taking that piss off. It's mine. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, I already had one. So when you place down a beacon here, so have a look at this. So this factory is moving at its default speed. It's an assembly working machine 3, so it's already quite quick. But look at this. Placing down a beacon confers the effects of that beacon onto all nearby machines. It has a slot here and a slot here. You can place down modules into the things. Hell, you can put the modules into the assemblers also, but you can put them in beacons, and it will broadcast it. So I've just placed down 2 speed modules, increasing speed by 30%. So this means that this machine's speed has gone up. What does it actually show me? Sorry. So crafting speed is now plus 30%. Ready? Only 30%? 1 second. Does it go 15 now? Yeah, 15. Oh. Okay. 1 second. Speed plus 30. What's that about? Is it split between the 2 different machines? If I get rid of this one, does it go up to 30? 15 still. Ah. Okay. I'm learning this myself, to be honest. I don't often use these. There we go. It's halved in beacons. Is it really? Has that always been the case, or is that something new? The beacon has an efficiency of 50%. Okay. Can that be fixed? Or altered? Hang on a second. Beacons halve the bonuses. I didn't know that. Hey, sausage. You're having an existential crisis right there. Yes, you are. You being good? Hmm? You stay there and be good. Hang on. Gonna get you a biscuit. So she's comfortable. Is she going to... Oh, no. The answer is yes. She's going to stop being comfortable for the sake of that biscuit. Oh, what's that belly? What's this belly that I found, huh? What's this belly? What's this belly? You licking me? Hi. Oh, hi. Hi. Hello. Hello, darling. I love you too. I love you too. Yeah, you licking me? Yeah, hello. 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 Hi. You happy? You a happy girl? Yeah, she's a happy girl. Who's your happy girl? Who's your happy girl? What's that biscuit? What's that? What's that? What's that? It's a biscuit. You want the biscuit? You want the biscuit? Wow. Gonna fall off, careful. No. She's a happy girl. Oh, where's she gone? No. grubby floor. I apologise. I should have hoovered. Where's she gone? She's over there. Yeah. Right. Whoa. Sorry, one moment. I'm just going to clear my throat. Oh, I think I'm coming down with a cold. Ugh. Right. Hang on. Cool. I didn't realise that rationale. Anyway, sorry. So to answer the question, the beacon will just broadcast the effects of a module. Right. So beacons are now being stocked up. Where are they being taken? We don't have a connection with that sub-factory. They're being loaded somewhere. Hang on. Let me just place them in here. Oh, they're being taken to me, are they? Yeah, they're being taken to me. That's it. Right? Yeah. Okay. So right, it's going to do its thing. Let's go back to... Where's my spider? There it is. So let's go back and... That'll do its thing. Let's go back and try and get these... get this sub-factory running efficiently then. Okay. Well, good luck if you do, Toby. Toby00. It's good fun. It's certainly, if you're into puzzle games, you'd be into Factorio. Okay, so this requires 418 efficiency modules, 100 yeah, hang on, I've got loads of the, let me just put these in a box. Find a storage container. So this is this sub-factory's own network. Oh shit, that's a bit stuffed. That's my robot. Shit, are they full? Just put down a new box for them. There we go. So take these. You want them, apparently. What else do you need? You want some underground conveyors. Here you go. You also want a few, many beacons, a roboport. Take a few of these crates. Take this roboport. No? Yeah, take 2 roboports. And take 50 of these medium electrical poles. Okay. How many construction drones? They've got 413. Oh, there we go. Oh, weird. Is it out of the range of the... Oh, hang on. Are the 2 sides not connected? Whoops. The 2 sides are not actually physically connected. So that box won't affect anything on the other side. My bad. Make sure that they are. So hang on, if I do this... Oh, did they put them... They put them back in my inventory. Great. Yeah, whoops. I didn't actually physically link them up. Let's do that now. How many drones? 421. Okay. Possibly, Toby. Yes, indeed. So someone can show you how stuff goes. Alright, so... 64... Yeah, they just gave them back to me, didn't they? Yeah, let's undo that. Stupid. Only bring me 50. Okay, here's the box. Have some inserters. And same with the underground conveyors. Only give me 50. You keep the rest. There we go. Nice. Sweet. Okay. So beacons and modules and a single roboport. Where is that roboport request? Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's there? What's that there? I'm guessing so. Looks like the roboport was either destroyed or maybe it was never placed. Okay. Looking good though. How are we doing? So this ore train is unloading. Good. Although... What's wrong? Okay, so the boxes are still full. We could always have 2 trains inputting, couldn't we? Yeah, we need the base speed modules and the productivity modules to bring it up to full efficiency anyway. But that'll be something that'll happen over time. Okay. Nice though, look. Raw resources are flooding in. Oh, no power. Whoops. put down a substation here and place it there. Boop. Thank you, Toby00. Thank you for doing that, Toby. And good luck if you do Factorio, any future Factorio stuff. Thank you very much. Train is too far forward? You might be right. What's going on here? Is it loading if stuff gets in this box? Yep, it's loading. No, train is not far forward. Too far forward. Everything seems to be perfectly in line. What's that? Ooh. Whoops. There's a bit of water there that I did not see. There we go. Same with this. Yeah, I copied the whole thing, you see. Lovely. There we go. So it's rapidly loading. We might just need more trains, frankly. We'll check both inputs and outputs momentarily. So how long does it take to load the train? Well, that one's leaving after 1 minute. Missed a bit? Which bit did I miss? Let's have a look. That's good. That's good. Good. I think it's all okay. The ones at the end are simply not loading because stuff isn't getting to them in time. I missed a bit of water, did I? I think it's fine, is it? Oh, yes, good. Well, eagle-eyed viewers. It's a signal. Thank you very much. Oh, and I missed a bit there. Nope. And the missing arm. Thank you very much, chat. Hey, sweetie. You're being cute. You alright, honey bunny? Yeah, she's okay. She's happy. Indeed, Hectonian. Thank you very much. Alright. There we go. So this will be made more efficient as we go. Right, how many trains do we have waiting for plates then? Not good. So all 3 of them, I think. There are 3. Right. So how long does it take to load? Let's have a look. So, good. So full cargo is proceeding faster than the 60-second wait. Well, pretty much comparable, isn't it? So what, a minute to load at least? Okay. Trouble is, it takes about, what, like 10 seconds to unload on the other side, so... Maybe we need an additional, like this, but copied down? I mean, there's no reason why not. We can just take over this entire section if needs be. Just repeat this, rinse, repeat. Have huge factories that are just bringing in vast resources. The top right of the furnaces are bottlenecked. Let's have a look. Top right. Over here? Yes, indeed. So they are completely full. Ah. So maybe I should. So when it's operating at full capacity, it can't actually unload its stuff onto this belt. So maybe I should divide up the responsibility to a fresh line of furnaces. And a fresh station input. Yeah, so they can't even drop them. They're completely jammed. So it's around about here that they can keep loading. So maybe I should split this off and just have this much and then, you know, move to a parallel stack down here. Or maybe that's full there as well, isn't it? So even if I did a splitter, is it well? It's not full. Let's get all the modules in place, and then I'll have a look at it and start dividing up further. I think. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. A second output belt. Yeah. If I shave this off and put this like here or here. Yeah, a greater output belt. Let's leave it alone for a second. Hang on. Let me just go over. I just want to see what's going on elsewhere. We've got it unstuck at the very least. Okay, so hang on. So I haven't unstuck the steel. That's my next concern. So ore supply. Yeah, this is not balanced. We can certainly fix this and make this balanced. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good shout, isn't it? 1 second. Let me just remove that. Take one of the balancers over here. Basically say, make sure all output is completely equal. Right. Cool. Please take the ore that I just took off you. Thank you kindly. Cool. So 1, 2. So 2 waiting ore trains there. Let's go to the main factory floor. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely Monday morning. So very soon, if you'll forgive me, I won't do a huge amount of Factorio this morning because I really want to go and get on with pre-production work for the next bullshittery. I've got lots to do. I've got lots of streams, and I've got to convert them into just cut-up clips. Very rough-cut clips, but at least clips that I can look at in Adobe Premiere and go, is that funny? So yeah. You are being naughty, sir. You should not be on that siding. That's for the artillery train, but it's not there right now. So let's just get it in place, or at least a train in place, so you don't keep doing that. Right, so you are the new artillery train. I made you pink last time, which really confused the shit out of me, actually. Yeah, I don't have any trains that are just full, 255 all across the board. So could you go and wait at the... Oh, I never get... Really? I never gave it a station. I just moved it manually every time. No biggie. Stand by. Let's move you there. What? Okay. And then we'll have... there we go. 2 artillery guns on the back. Oh, really? Is that why, Q-Chan? It's because there's no station there, which is why they're using it? Ah. Makes sense. See, I was going to say that, Spirit, but it doesn't look very white to me. I was going to say, oh, I don't have a white train. It's more like an ashen grey. Right. Look, does that look white to you? Looks like gunmetal grey. The artillery guns are more white than it. There we go. Okay, give me a 3rd artillery wagon. Cool. So yeah, they'll just the last one got destroyed when I went to go and make the uranium sub-factory down here. There were way too many bugs and we got shat on. How are they doing? Looking good. Sulfuric acid, uranium continues to be mined. Where's that train? Stopped at the... Yeah, just emptying its uranium. Excellent. And now we should have a shit ton of uranium ammunition. We do. Beautiful. Okay. Right, so if you'll forgive me, let me just go down here. So copper train is good. Aha, look at it. Beautiful. Lots of iron plates. Yeah. Yeah. How many trains are waiting? Not enough. I need more iron input. Okay, so let's go down here. So here comes our... So here, I've decided to split it. So 2 conveyor belts that way, 2 that way. And this 2 become 4. And this will go into the steel production. So what was iron... Oh, no. Oh, I did hook it up. I have no memory of doing this. So what's this then? It's empty. Oh, yes, of course. This is waiting for the time that I put down a green circuit station, of course. I just left that there. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for saying so, Sean. Yeah, super chuffed. Thank you very much, folks. Oh, hold on. We don't have any incoming iron ore. I did place down a station, but I never finished it. Let's just do that quickly. So yes, we need iron ore for concrete production further down the line. We don't have to go crazy with it, but, you know, we need it. There we go. So where is it? It's over here. Yeah. Just have an eensy-weensy little iron ore production. Concrete production even. There we go. Sweet. Right, I think this one's going... Well, it was. This station was going... this train was going to the station with only the dregs of... Yeah, so 32,000 iron ore. That's barely anything. But that's fine. Let's just get you hooked up. Thank you, Rex. Thank you for saying so. Right, there we go. Track it along. Whoopsie. Shimmy this roboport down here. Alright. Yeah, so today, not really much is happening. Just gonna crack on with the editing. What's my power production? Fuck, hang on. There. Get out and just cut it down myself. Nuclear energy and solar. So harnessing the power of the sun, either really close or really far away. Although the sun is cheating. The sun is fucking cheating Cheetah McCheaterson. Using gravity to smash those atoms together. The easy mode, motherfucker. We have to go through all the fucking rigmarole. And the sun's like, no, I'm just really big, fuck you. Oops, fuck, no, I cocked up. I was supposed to connect it there. Yes, stars can fuck off. Those cheating bastards. Even though I wouldn't be alive now if it weren't for the star being there. Regardless, I'm going to be ungrateful. Fuck you. And stop being so sunny all the time. And warming up the planet. It sucks. He says, pointing the finger at the planet, and it's not us just releasing a shit ton of greenhouse gas. No! Right. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that sig. Bollocks. Is the sun fuckable? That is a weird question. No? Once, maybe? Okay. So what's this? Sorry, uranium. No. I've just copied the station, but I haven't changed anything. Okay, so this station is not uranium output A. This will be iron ore output. What do we have already? Output C, I guess. So for concrete, I guess. Okay. And then this train will go there. So your orders are to go to iron ore output C for concrete. Time passed. 60 seconds or until your cargo bay is empty. And then go over here to iron ore input B. There we go. Iron ore input B. Oh, there's two B's. That's confusing. Iron ore... Wait, iron input B. There we go. Time passed, either 60 seconds or until your cargo bay is full. It'll just do 60 seconds. It'll never be full. 67 seconds is fine. Off you go. Right, just to keep the concrete production up and running. Lovely. Okay. Right, now what? So that's the next thing done. What's the next problem? I should probably go down the line and have a look and see. So what exactly do we need to get the rocket launched then? So I've now got the rocket launch site. I've built it right at the far end of the factory over here. 1 second. So we're moving... Yep. Move along the main bus here. My uranium centrifuges are totally not backed up anymore. Yes, we're good. Hooray! How did I do it? Well, I simply put a chain of boxes making a shit ton of fuel. It's fine. See, it's fine. I totally haven't pushed the problem further for future Soviet to worry about. Nope. Would I recommend doing the campaign to learn the game before sandbox mode? Nah, just jump straight into sandbox. Just, freedom to... Oh, wow, look, hang on. Freedom to experiment and see how it goes. Although, maybe keep the difficulty on the bugs a bit low. Indeed, the red circuit production is down. Well, I don't really have that many red circuit assemblers. I need to get way more than this. But yeah, it's also down because... Oh, damn it, we just need to expand the green circuits a shit ton, don't we? Copper production is also down. Yeah. Okay. There's always something to do, eh? Right, so this is good. Carry on. So those are rocket control units. It's going up here to the rocket site that I've built. Okay, so the rocket site requires... so low-density structures. We're making a shit ton of those already. Let's just redirect the entire end of the main bus. Here. Why is there stone there? Okay. Delete that. Put that there. Delete this. Put this here. Okay, so well, this will be the end of the bus anyway, so in theory, I could always move it later if I wish. Over here. Right. Please just load all of the low-density structures straight into the rocket control unit. Oh, wow. And then finally, rocket fuel. Okay. So yeah, just empty that box before we before we proceed. 1 second. Move this here. So rocket fuel. I've got rocket fuel over at the main fucking refinery area. But what's here? Oh, light oil. Convenient. So what do we need to make the rocket fuel? Is it a chemical plant? I think it is, isn't it? Let's just make one. Is there an end game? You're looking at it now. Launching a rocket so we can leave if we wished. Okay. 1 second. Chemical plant. So let me just place this down over here. So, if I told you to make... Nope, it's not a rocket. Okay, it's not that. A regular assembler? If I told you to make me rocket fuel, what would it take? Am I staring? There it is. Rocket fuel. Solid fuel and light oil. Oh, okay. And solid fuel we can make... solid fuel we can make out of pretty much anything. Okay. So, let's go up here then and make... solid fuel out of something, eh? Not sure what. So chemical plants. What am I even looking at? Here. Make a bunch of these. Let's make a shit ton of rocket fuel. Is it hard to learn as a newbie? Reasonably. But again, it looks super complicated now, but that's only because it's, it is complicated. As in all the parts working together. But each individual piece of the jigsaw puzzle has an input and an output, and it spells it out quite simply. So don't worry, you will get the hang of it quickly. So for example, this assembler here, you tell it to make something. Make this. That's the input, that's the output. Provide this, it will deliver that. So over time, you'll be able to look at the top of it and go, okay, I know what that does. Right. Sorry, I'm just making these chemical plants. Here we go. So this chemical plant, I'd like you to make solid fuel out of... What do we have the most of? Probably petroleum gas. Let's have a look. We've got lots of everything, to be honest. Yeah, I can always change it later. Okay, do petroleum gas. Put the pipes on the outside there. Should I do that? Is that stupid? Just thinking. No, it should be fine. Then, I would like you to place your product here to go this way. Yeah, we could always switch over to... Yeah, I'll just take whatever I need from this row. Okay. Okay. And then put that there. Okay. Oops, fucked that up. Piss ass, fucked it up again. There we go. So, make solid fuel. There's a method to my madness. Bear with me just one moment. Okay. And then... There we go. So, we'll fill it, yeah, so put petroleum gas in the end and it will produce solid, hang on. There we go. Come down this way. All the way to the end, if you please. And then all we have to do is just change whatever the input is, and we can pick and choose. So this it makes blocks of solid fuel. So here we go. And then I'm just going to do this. Sever. Actually no, that's stupid. Don't do that. I might mix the fluids and that'll fuck everything up. Keep those going normally. Okay. You go that way. There we go. Sweet. So I've just hooked up petroleum gas, and again I can choose to change it if I wish. And it's being compressed here into blocks of solid fuel, extremely energy-dense blocks, which we're subsequently going to turn into rocket fuel. There we go. Take care. Sleep well, Monkey King. Sleep well indeed. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so you can hear them sloshing around, all of that petroleum gas. Now then, this will come down here, where it will interact with this factory that we're going to place. And sorry, what does it require to make the rocket fuel? Does it need metal as well? Might do. 1 second. Light oil. Okay, so we definitely need light oil at the very least. Okay, so just, yeah. Light oil floods in here. We'll just do a similar array. So like here. Okay. Move that there. Move that there. Okay. Then the output will be on the other side. Easy peasy. Although we could just do the same. It's fine. Hang on. So input there. Right. There we go. Oh no, wait. Sorry. Do that there. Power there. Oh. Just trying to think what would be the most efficient way to do. That's fine. Cool. And then we'll just do a line here of whatever fuel we use. Well, it has to be light oil. There we go. Then just copy that down. That should work fine. Nope. Not if you cock it up. Okay. So take the light oil, which is going to be here. Sweet. Okay. Make sure they have sufficient power as well. Okay. And then just copy them all the way down. And they should... Oops. So these will now produce vials of rocket fuel. Cool. Indeed, many. Wait, sorry, it doesn't let you anymore? It used to. Or rather, it used to have it so that individual pieces of the pipe would have like a small amount of, say, heavy oil or whatever in there, and you'd have to flush the whole thing. It would be a fucking nightmare. So yes, you need to be very careful, or at least you used to need to be very careful. I don't know if that's subsequently not the case anymore. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Mafuri. Thank you very much, Mafuri. Thank you for doing that, Mafuri. I realise having telegraph poles around a rocket launch site is probably not the wisest move. Okay. Thank you, TL Hughes. Thank you very much, TL. Thank you for doing that, TL. Let's also put down some warning concrete. Just to say, warning, there is a huge fucking rocket here. If you try now anything that, if you try now anything that would result in mixing fluids, the game will prevent you from building it with a notification telling you about it. Oh, okay. That's helpful, Space Instructor. Good to know. Right, how are we doing? So, Seems that they take quite a while to manufacture a piece. Whoops. But they're all working. Let's give them some basic speed modules, because I've got plenty of those. I've got the tier 2s, got plenty of tier 2s, holy shit. Get to work. Nice. How far are we? How far are we from launching the rocket? Let's have a look. So, the state. Yeah. So it's now taking low density structures, rocket fuel, and the rocket control units. 9% progress. There we go. Next piece. 10% progress. Very close then. Keep going. And maybe we should just get some tanks here so I can see what the total of... No, it's fine. I could always tell just through the stats. Alright. Carry on. Production modules in rockets help with speed and saving resources. What, here? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Cool. Good shout. Productivity modules. So free extra... Yeah. We get some free extras. Alright. Oh yeah, so what's the satellite thing then? So satellite recipe. Oh, okay. The satellite should be placed in the rocket. Okay. Should be fairly simple. I can make one of those. Just request the ingredients. Rocket launch products 1000 science vials. Ah, okay. 18% rocket ready to launch soon. Wow, we're almost there, folks. Holy shit. So this is the what typically marks the final moment. So your factory reached this point and you launch the rocket, and forgive me, I don't know how it worked initially when the game was first released. Was it like game over? Credits? I don't know. Sorry, it seems silly, but I'm just moving the telegraph pot. Don't put them in front of the rocket launch area. It seems silly. Thank you, Plasma. Thank you for saying so, Plasma. Is this the first successful launch? Nah. Done this loads of times. I've launched a fish and got the achievement for it. There we go. First time for this factory, though. And this is a death world, everyone. So I successfully played it through. Never once cheated. Never once paused the bugs because I was getting the shit kicked out of me. No, that didn't happen. No, I lost. Yeah, I definitely lost this playthrough, no doubt. So the bugs would have destroyed me if I didn't put them into peaceful mode and just desperately tried to pull my pants up and pick myself up off the ground after the thrashing that they gave me. Yeah, I had like behemoth biters breaching the walls and destroying all trains because my train speeds were too low to even run them over. So yeah, we lost this playthrough, but still, it's fun. 36%. Let's go get that. Let's go get that satellite ready then. So satellite. So 100 low-density structures, which are in the box. Nope, the box is empty now. Delete that. Carry on. Instead, just put a splitter at the end, and just put half in the box in case I wish to have them later. And just restrict it to that. Yeah, I'll keep playing for as long as I fancy, Q-chan. There we go. Oh, my inventory's a bit stacked. There we go. Right, so 100 low-density structures. Going to need a few more of those. There we go. Right, 100 low-density structures. Rocket fuel, solar panels, 100 solar panels. How many do I have? I've only got 12. I'm going to have to tell the drones to bring me some replacements because I don't actually know where they're stored. Okay, tone down the amount of metal that you're bringing me. A second. Also, blue conveyors. Whoa, I've got a lot of blue conveyors. Don't need 600. Bring me 100. Send the rest into storage. Whoops, fuck that up. Give me 200 copper plates. Take the rest into storage. Cool. I've got lots of... Hang on. Give me only... give me no furnaces. We can just request them now. Okay. I'd like to know that I can set an item slot in my backpack to a specific thing with the middle mouse button. I can? Not sure what you mean, sorry. Oh, interesting. I can do the same thing that I do with the trains. Ah! How does that work then? 100? So 50. What have I got more of then? So let's have a look. So if I were to say only bring me 100 logistics drones, does it add a... Sorry, 50 even. Are you sure? Doesn't that just reserve the slot so I can't put anything but that in there? Or am I doing it wrong? Thank you, Rodham. Thank you very much. Welcome indeed. Well, if I would have to hazard a guess, it's probably I can't even. I'm so sorry. It's probably because streaming is also a kind of Big Brother house in microcosm. So do you remember ages ago, reality television took off? A big reason of why it took off was because you got to have a small window into the lives of other people. So the lives of other people that you might find interesting or annoying, and you know, it was just fascinating to see how they tick. So when it comes to live streaming, in many cases you watch many live streamers because, well, you just find them compelling. Perhaps you find their accent particularly exotic. Perhaps you find them physically attractive, that sort of thing. Or maybe it's just they're more like a crash that you can't help but rubberneck. There's a whole wealth of different reasons, all under the banner of, well, a sort of mini Big Brother house. Instead of one Big Brother house, you've got tens of thousands of live streamers, tens of thousands of little windows into other people's worlds. Thank you, Airborne Plays. And also there's this as well. With radio stations of yesteryear, remember when you could call in or send a message on to send an email or whatever, and they might read it out? Now, the chat's in front of me. I can read it regularly and engage back and forth. There's that level of engagement going on. Sorry to use that word that's used by marketing people all over the shop. But it's much more, it's closer knit, especially when it's like a one-on-one stream, like a single player thing. So you've got a Big Brother house effect, and you can engage with the contestant. Hi there, Bavin. ZF Bavin is in the chat, everyone. I hope you're very well, sir. Windows is the best way to see the ladies. Yes, Bavin. Also up trees with a set of binoculars, I find. Thank you, Obsidian. Thank you very much, Obsidian. Right, rocket fuel and accumulators. 1 second. Let's go here. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, hang on. If I click this... No. Didn't make the request as I expected. What am I looking for? Accumulators. 1 moment. 100. Cool. So these are just batteries. Just means batteries. And then rocket fuel. I'll just grab them from the belt. And I'll just make a few radar stations myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. I'll have these. Thank you. And that should be, I hope, enough to make the... hang on, just get rid of 400 rockets. I don't require these. Put them in the trash slot. Put that artillery piece there. Right. So what do we need? So, yes, of course, it's gone through all of the computer parts now. Do I have any tips for someone semi-new to Factorio? Yes, leave yourself more space than you think you need. So move a bit further away when you're building something new. And yes, just make generally a lot more room so that you can fit in more stuff later to expand. You'll start off and your initial factory will be a bit of a spaghetti fest. That's fine. But yeah, as a quick tip, leave yourself more room than you think you need. 1 second, just going to put down some tier 2 speed modules to speed up this process. Also, perhaps try to get into the habit of building in lines, be it vertical or horizontal. So say, for example, you build yourself a factory here. If you've given yourself enough room this way, you can just add more in a row, like so. One second. Just going to get some music back on. There we go. Is this the right one? There we go. But what exactly is Factorio? So the game is its own sort of genre specifically. Of course, it's well populated now with many examples. It's a logistics management game. 1 second. So it's a bit too loud. 1 second. So Factorio itself involves you crash landing on this beautiful green world, and you have to dig for metal and get some coal and put them in the furnace. But very quickly you start to get the ability to place down conveyor belts and assemblers, which can manufacture things automatically. It then becomes a game about logistics and automation, in which you dig up these resources, or have mining machines dig up those resources, and then ferry them via conveyor belts onto automated factories, making more and more examples of the things that you need. You'll start off with only a few pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, but over time, as you advance down the tech tree, you'll get more and more. So more and more complicated things that will require ever more, mass amounts of resources and also very specific resources. So very quickly it becomes a case of feeding more advanced machines down the line, down your factory floor. The research is quite clever. So the game has done it so that each individual thing on the tech tree, which is here, so you can physically go down the tech tree, so each individual part, each individual part requires a delivery of vials. These vials require, where does it show? Sorry. If I go here, what does it show? So these vials need to be manufactured with an increasing complexity on their an increased recipe for making them. So red vials are quite simple, requiring just cogs and copper plates. But say the next tier, green vials, will require conveyors, so the physical conveyors themselves, and grappling arms. The next tier of vial for the next piece of tech requires, what does it require? So like engines, so like mechanized engines and red circuits and sulfur, for example. So as the game progresses and as you unlock more technology, the next tier of technology requires the automation of these machines the machines themselves. So a massive amount of assemblers, or if we go all the way down the line, look, this one requires furnaces. You're feeding, quite literally feeding furnaces into the furnace, into the assembler. So yes, as you go, the jigsaw puzzle gets steadily more complicated, requiring more and more resources, and the world around you starts to buckle, starts to twist, and starts to be hideously affected by your actions. As more pollution is spouted out from the factory, the bugs around you get particularly angry, charging against the factory walls to try and stop you. In turn, you start to exhaust the local resources in your area, and therefore train networks, not just conveyor belts, but full-on trains will be necessary to expand outwards like a cancer, infecting more tissue of this world, heading further away, making smaller sub-factories which are doing the exact same thing, resource extraction specifically though. So in this case, massive numbers of mines which are just drawing vast amounts of resource and creating, plumes of particulate matter that are further enraging the bugs. So it's a very clever sort of build up over time, where each element of the tech tree requires more and more resources fed in, and the enemies that you fight they build up in a sort of clever, organic sort of ramping up of pollution. It's well thought out. The game is well thought out. But yeah, I strongly recommend it. If you're into puzzle games, this would be for you. It's a game which is basically, as I said before, it's a jigsaw puzzle that you're making out of bread on a table surrounded by ants. Okay, so how are we doing with the rocket ship? 98%. Rocket almost ready, so we've nearly won the game, everybody. Do I have that satellite? I can manufacture it now. Hooray. So this is it. This is the end result of the entire process. So all of the... We're ready. Is it launching now? I didn't say auto launch. Oh, is it launching? Okay. But the satellite's still in my hand. Ooh. Okay. I can place, there we go. So the rocket's inventory, I can choose to place anything in there. So you get an achievement if you place a live fish in there. Thanks for all the fish. But yes, this rocket is ready. So we've done it, everyone. We have completed Factorio, or at least, you know, insofar as the single objective that will say you've won the game. Hang on a second. So let's place the satellite that I've just made. You can repeat the process, of course. You don't have to do this just the once. So, yeah. All of this factory, all of this destruction, carving this wound in the side of this world, so we can have the ability to get back into space and escape if we chose. Let's launch a satellite. Launching. There we go. Victory. 126 hours, 8 minutes and 52 minutes. With a total of 68,084 unfortunate big spitters. Oh Jesus, I'm not going to read each individual species. Does it just specify how many insects killed in total? No. 36,886 behemoth spitters. We've manufactured 36,177 landmines. Jesus Christ. We've cut down 13,144 trees. Placed down 713 walls. 343 pipes. Okay. Yeah. This could do with some expansion, surely. It'd be nice to have like big breakdowns of all of your bugs, you know, in total. Okay. 14 fish? Oh yeah, 14 fish. Must have been when we were clearing away land or whatever. Okay. Yeah, so we can choose to finish if you so please and start a new factory. But yeah, I'm going to stay on this one for a bit. So you can keep launching rockets. So oh, I see. It produces them right here. Wait, fish? Did we get a free fish? What's that about? Okay, next rocket is being prepared. So wait, what do these do then? Space science packs. Space science packs. I see. So these are just when you get to the very end of the tech tree, you can just keep improving. So like an infinitely improving worker speed, for example. So 1,000 I've got in my hand now. Yeah, let's go and improve worker speed then. Artillery range. Yeah, so you can just keep shelling the bugs at stupid range. There's a production graph that shows my bug kills over time, says Mars. If I go to the production graph, kills over. There we go. Ooh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck is that? What's the purple? So small biters. Okay. So we're over here. So yeah, we've killed 68,000 big spitters, 31,000 big biters, 14 fish. Why is that listed under the kills? I suppose we have killed them. We've lost 45,000 landmines. Cool. Right. Hang on, let me just go over here. Just going to go over to the research. Why am I walking? Jesus. Bring my robot spider. Oh yeah, you can eat them, can't you? Capital K. I forgot about that. Robot spider. Whoop. There we go. Just going to walk over to my research area, which is here. And I'm just going to feed these science packs directly into the what's-it. Yeah, we'll just put down a requester chest for the future. So we'll just take all, have the drones just deliver them. And group. request. So the vials, so here they are, all listed, folks. So as mentioned, you're manufacturing vials. 10,000. There we go. Cool. Start loading them into the factory there, and let's switch over to worker robot speed. Worker speed. Cancel that. Hopefully we didn't burn. We might have just burnt some. That was stupid. Okay. Cool. So yes, they eat up the research stones will eat up the vials which you're feeding in, having been produced by the rest of your factory. Nice. Yeah, it's cool though, isn't it? If you're on the fence about Factorio, I very, very strongly recommend, as you can probably tell. It's, in my opinion, one of the finest games on Steam. Certainly within the top 10, and definitely in the upper half of that top 10. It's very well done. Right, so uranium's good. That's just the concrete ore. Iron plates are good. Coal is good. Copper's good. Yeah. Thank you, Dancing Dot. Thank you. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Oh. Oh no, shit. That's wrong. You're waiting for the uranium train to move because I didn't put a signal there. There we go. Alright. There we go. Cool. 9% worker speed upgrade, and that just keeps going. So presumably the drones can just go like crazy speed eventually. Right. Oh yeah, we didn't finish the research of nuclear weapons. We should definitely do that. Have the Spidertron firing off nukes. Okay. Right, looking at the time though, that's a rather convenient time to leave it for, I would like to start working, well, pre-production work on a bullshittery. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but yeah, I've got lots to do today. Also, hi there, Birdie. I hope Haddock is very well. Yeah, 17% progress to the next one. Oh, hang on. What's wrong here? Are we low on petroleum? Have I exhausted? I might have exhausted all the petroleum. Whoops. That's possible. Let's have a look. Crude oil's good. Petroleum... Yeah, we've got dregs of petroleum. Okay. Well, there's plenty of heavy and light oil that I can process into petroleum gas, and I should definitely do that. So why aren't they doing that? A bunch of these are stopped. Why have you stopped? Output is full. I see, because the light oil... Yeah. So burn the light oil into petroleum much faster. That can be done. So there's always something to do. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm gonna bog off and get on with pre-production then. So thank you for watching, folks. Thank you sincerely. Oh yes, I also need to go. I need to go and roast a chicken. Need to go put a chicken in the oven. Otherwise, it's gonna go off. So it's got to go in the oven today. Yeah, so that's gonna be something I need to do. I'm sure Lulu's gonna be following me around trying to get scraps the moment I'm carving that thing. But yeah, oh yes, and this evening I'll be around for a bit of Armour 3. I'm looking forward to that, and that should be fun. Yeah, so, well, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for joining me this morning. Right, sleepy dog. Give the game a save. There we go. Okay. Yes, I need to send out a subscriber and, yes, so a Twitch subscriber and patron update showing you exactly what I'm doing. Bear with me. Whoops. Bear with me, I'm still just sort of faffing away working. Oops, sorry, my phone's blowing up. Right, 1 second. So, in the clan, Quebec is playing Silent Hunter 3, Edberg is doing Rift Breaker, Sheep is doing Mafia Definitive Edition, SWAT Knight is playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, the dog is being adorable. Okay, in which case, let me hand you over to Quebec then. I think you'd probably appreciate that the most. He's playing a bit of Silent Hunter 3, the submarine game. He's not as good as me, obviously, you know, clearly. I'll leave you in Quebec's company, and you can see him sink ships, sort of, maybe, probably not. Right, so thank you again, folks. Have a lovely afternoon. Hope to see you again soon.